These bills don't stop. They knocking at your... They there every month. Trying to collect.
What up, y'all?
Josh and Easy here once again
With another quality video. So as you guys can tell by today's title, we're bringing you a Eat and Chill, which we haven't done in a minute.
Chill, eat and chill,
Eat and chill. So today's topic, we are talking about adulting after college. We get a lot of questions surrounding like post-graduation.
What does this look like?
You know, and we're all in that phase. Well, I don't know about everybody's age who's watching, but I do know this adjustment period, mid-20s, is very interesting. So we graduated 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
So I would just now say we're
in the swing of things.
yeah, of adulting, kind of. But before we hop into all of that, we don't have anything that intriguing tonight to eat.
It's definitely a quarantine meal.
It
We got
is a
some ramen
quarantine
noodles.
meal. Ramen noodles.
We got ramen
The
noodles.
shrimp flavor.
Oh yeah.
Nothing special
I
here.
wanted the chicken flavor, but it's all good.
We're gonna go ahead and say grace and then hop into this.
Lord bless this food that about to see for nourishing our bodies. I know it is simple in essence, but it should fill us up in greater amounts. So hopefully this helps us fill you all with greater amounts, and bless people watching, bless those who are sick, can't get to the computer, whatever they're going through, bless them. This is another blessing. We ask your name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so you still kind of live with your mom, so like,
Right.
I'm gonna just kind of hit honcho this real quick. If you guys watched any bit of the year 4, you kind of saw that for me, post-college adulting started out rough. Like rough. And that was probably due to the fact that I lacked preparation before exiting college. Best advice, if you're a college student, just getting out there, if you're like in the house trying to get out there, I would definitely say try to get established before graduating.
That day comes.
Have a job lined up before you graduate.
Or at least interviews.
At least something. Okay, you don't want to just get to graduation and say, okay, now's the time I start searching for jobs. Especially if you plan on being independent directly after college.
Right.
You need to have your ducks in a row early. And when I say early, I would say to be on the safe side. Not even one senior. I would say junior summer
internships.
You need to be looking for an internship your junior summer. Because like, here's the thing. With internships, they usually last an entire summer. So if you do an internship your senior summer, going into your senior year, and you didn't like the internship, now you're screwed.
So what are you suggesting?
I suggest that you go get an internship your junior year summer. I would recommend going and trying out something in your field to make sure that that is the path you want to take. You don't want to end up in something you don't like.
Facts.
Okay, so you do it, test it out. If you like it, you can come back the next summer. Now you're really in the system with them, so right when you step out of college, you have a job lined up.
And if you don't like it, that gives you an extra
It gives you another
opportunity.
summer to go find another internship or find something that works for you. Now, throughout the year, you should constantly, like, if you don't play sports or anything like that, I would definitely say with your free time, go interview or like go get a part-time job somewhere that you think that you could potentially work at. What most people don't get when you're at college, you're being provided shelter, 3 square meals a day.
I was gonna say food whenever you want.
Whenever you want, things that are taken for granted, right? No heat bill, no electricity bill.
Well, the tuition is technically paying for it, but not in the way that adulting afterwards.
Especially if your parents are helping you with college.
Right.
Like, you don't even really get the pressures of having a bill for almost everything every month.
Right.
I have a light bill. I have a water bill. I have utilities, rent,
car insurance, phone bill,
home insurance. Because as an apartment owner, you have to have apartment insurance. In order to, well, at least in this apartment, you had to have apartment insurance.
Everyone.
And to get this apartment, I needed a credit line. Thankfully enough, I had the offer letter from my job that I got.
Oh, right.
And they took that as a credit because I was on salary. So like, okay, we can see that you're making that money, but you're gonna need to establish a credit line, if not have a co-signer. If you plan on getting an apartment, they're gonna ask you for first month, last month, and potentially a deposit. So whatever you're thinking, like rent-wise, if your rent is like maybe $1,000, they're gonna say, I need $2,500 up front. It's a security deposit, first and last month. So not only do you need to have a job, you probably need to have some bread stacked up too. Like adulting, if you want to do it the right way, and I promise you guys, a lot of people,
quote unquote,
a lot of people don't do it the right way.
Right.
A lot of kids just go right out of college, go right back home, for about a year or so, get on their feet, get a job.
Well, I don't think that's the wrong way, though.
I don't think that's the wrong way either.
Yeah.
I'm really preaching to the people that are,
Thanks.
I'm really preaching to the people that are trying to be independent like I was fresh out of college.
Oh, because you didn't want to move back to Indiana.
I didn't want to move back home. So for those people, there's a lot of things that need to take place. Like if you're going to adult, you need to accept the responsibilities early.
Yeah.
And please just learn from my mistakes. Trust me, I made a lot of stuff look easy when I was in college. Life is way harder.
No,
adult
guys.
life is like the NFL of life.
Bruh, we should do a story time on literally how adulthood hit us.
That
Get this
was
video a
probably-
thumbs up and hashtag below story time in the comment section, because
You have finished your noodles?
I'm so hungry.
Haven't even touched mine.
Now, I was telling Josh before we started this video, adulting and tying that into our relationship, we have a very unique situation.
Very unique.
Because we're business partners. So right now we're kind of just touching on the basics of adulting, like after college, the bills and stuff like that. So like Josh was saying, he wanted to be fully independent post-graduation.
Early.
And went through a process of creating that lifestyle for himself. For me, I would say I'm independent, but I'm not. Okay, I still live at home with my mom. So that's where the lack of full independence comes from. But I pay for everything. I pay for my own phone bill, like all that. I just wasn't, I like stacking my cash. My mom's like my best friend. So I wasn't in a huge rush to get out the house. And this has been a big thing that I've gone back and forth on for a long time too. Another thing with adulting that's so different, because like when you're younger in high school and stuff, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna move here and I'm gonna do this. It just sounds, it's kind of like a dream
It sounds
type
cool.
thing. But then when you get to that age where that stuff, you're all right, like you're gonna make the moves. It's kind of
Sound
like,
good.
it's kind of like a, I don't know, like a car screech. But I'm saying all that to say, I decided to stay with my mom, and now we've graduated for 2 years now. So for this year, I actually had planned around graduation that in 2020, we said we were gonna move actually out of state.
Out of state.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But as we
Rona stopped that.
but as we've gotten more established in the adult lifestyle and understood like everything a little bit more, I think that's a big reason we decided not to move. And then also the discussion of moving in together until we were like engaged or married. So us moving to a whole nother state just to live in different apartments or condos or whatever we decided on, it's just such a waste of money.
Probably would have been the stupidest thing we did.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I was thinking about actually buying a condo, investing in a condo in 2020 for myself. But then I thought about it like, I don't know when he's gonna propose. People are always asking me. I don't know when, but I know it's not that far-fetched for us.
It's not that far.
So because of that, it made me think like, should I really invest and buy a condo that's gonna be in my name and stuff, and then end up getting engaged and married, and then he would have to move his stuff into my place, even though it would become our place. You know what I mean? How that can get kind of like funny
establish
sometimes.
yourself, and then
Yeah, and then having to exactly. So I thought that, oh, maybe the smarter move financially would be for me to wait on that type of move, and then also just relationship wise, if I was to do a condo or a townhouse or whatever, I would want that to be a us decision.
Yeah.
Like we get the condo together, or we both like the townhome.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. And then obviously I could do an apartment, but then it's just, at the end of the day, we're at each other's places a lot. If I'm not here with him, then he's at my house with me. It's just so much. It's so much. And at the end of the day, I like my money way too much to just be throwing it in the trash like that. So I was like, oh. And now granted, I feel like if he doesn't propose by this year, I am gonna get my own place next year. I just need more space.
Duh.
But that's where my adulting mentality kind of came from in terms of where I live. But in terms of like bills and stuff, something else that's unique with my situation personally is that fresh out of college, I was an instant entrepreneur, because I started my YouTube channel junior year of college, and by the time I graduated, I was monetizing it in a way where I didn't need to get a job. Because of that, the things that Josh benefits from his salary-based job, like your health insurance and Social Security and IRA and 401k, all that stuff that goes into like those type of jobs, I don't have any of that. So I am looking for like a health insurance that I feel like fits me best, because I haven't been in the doctor in years, like since I was a college athlete. So that's something like a woman should do frequently, right? Then in terms of like getting a credit card, the only credit card I have is like a pink credit card, because they have the panty sale. I love that, but it's probably time for a real credit card. And I think my credit for the most part is pretty good, because I paid off all my school loan debt, which we didn't even touch on.
Oh my gosh.
In terms of
school
adulting,
debt.
I had a unique situation where, because of me being an influencer and having the amount of money that I made, I was able to pay mine off in full. You, on the other hand, have deferred yours.
Still have debt.
There's other people that do payment plans. There's just so much to this.
There's so much, but let me just bring it right back to credit card, because I feel like we shouldn't skip over credit cards.
Okay.
All right? So I was kind of ignorant to the fact that, like, if I don't have any credit card to mess up, my credit score can't possibly be bad. But no credit is just as bad as bad credit. Might sometimes be worse in some certain situations. So while you're in college, get a credit card. Do not spend more than what you have. Like physically, if you have $100,
Right.
do not spend more than $100 on that credit card.
Right.
And then pay it off within the given time frame.
Yeah,
and start building your credit. Like if it's just if you know you got it, swipe for the credit card, pay it off the next month. Just keep doing that throughout college, and you will build your credit substantially.
And thankfully, technology also allows you to do automated pay.
Exactly.
Now. So like my phone bill, for example, is automatic because I didn't want to worry about the whole concept of, oh, am I gonna forget to pay this month and then they're gonna shut off my phone, blah, blah, blah. If you have enough money or you're like financially stable enough, I would do the credit card route and have it on auto pay. And that's something else too that's unique about my personal situation, because outside of Josh and EC, I have my LLC. I created, I guess I don't really have to talk too much to them about that. That's the entrepreneur route, but I am an LLC for African Beauty. So my brand is a business, and I had to like open a business account and stuff like that, and a business credit card, and like
taxes.
Oh, I don't even want to. Oh my God.
We can't even get into taxes.
My God.
I'm so through with taxes.
We have two different tax situations too.
Two different tax situations. So like she has to do taxes for herself and her LLC.
No, just my LLC.
Just your
but I always owe. I always owe.
Most
just know
businesses
that.
will
As
always
an entrepreneur, you will always
owe. The goal is to get to zero.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't take taxes out of any of our paychecks, so our bank accounts be looking cute all year
until tax season.
Okay.
Until tax.
So, whereas for you, your job takes the taxes out.
My job takes out the taxes, but technically our account is tied to my taxes, so now I have to file.
Well, no, just touch on the Papa Do's thing.
Okay.
So like give them that perspective of a salary.
So like with the salary-based job, obviously you fill out the forms, the I-9 forms and all that before getting paid, so that way they take out the amount of taxes, whatever. So that's a beauty in that, but you still have to go through like filing your taxes. What are you gonna claim? What are you not gonna claim?
And you get money back though, usually?
Yes, I will more than likely get money back because they have taken out money purposely to give it to me.
So you'll always get money back for the most part.
Technically.
And I will always never.
You will always owe. As an entrepreneur, you'll always owe. As an employee, you'll normally get money back. Now, you can tell them to take no money out for state taxes. But
you're going to have to owe.
Then you're going to turn into an entrepreneur. And you're going to come back and you're going to owe during tax season. The stuff gets complex. You're not going to know all of this stuff off rip. So please, just don't get intimidated by the fact that there's a lot that happens when adulting, because trust me, this is kind of one of those build it as you go kind of bridges.
It can get very overwhelming.
It can get overwhelming, but just know that like you're not alone.
Pretty much every adult has had to go through this process.
Every adult has had to go through this process.
Do not hesitate to ask an adult or someone older than you for help, or like what to do.
I don't know taxes.
You know, like especially in the Black community too, because so many of us come from families that aren't as financially literate, unfortunately. So even if you have like a friend's parent, because I found out my best friend's mom like worked in a bank and she knows so much, Dom's mom. I should have been talking to her about like investing in different things and just financial banking and all that. So I'm saying all that to say, whether it's somebody in your family, whether it's a friend's family member, whoever, do not hesitate to ask questions. There's no dumb questions when it comes to this adulting thing. Like literally everybody has gone through it. So
all y'all so ready to grow
right,
up.
People be swearing they ready. I missed them
wait till I
5-year-old
get out of school.
Just
man, if I could go back to high school and live there for another decade.
like the only problem was boy drama.
Final exam.
Right, that was it. And then you know what else we forgot? That we pay every month. Don't have to, but LA Fitness. We want to keep our physiques up.
Yeah. Now, also another thing for all you athletes that are in college or in high school and y'all plan on stopping athletics, there's two things that actually, like if you're a football player, the saddest thing in the world is when you play your last game. You'll never see that again.
What?
I had like post-traumatic stress when I knew I wasn't playing football anymore. Cause like you can't, as an adult, you can't just go strap on the pads again and hit somebody. That's done for.
Yeah.
That is absolutely kaput. Every other sport, I feel like you could go out and play, but for football players specifically, like cherish your moments on those fields because once it's over, you're not really getting back on.
So what do you suggest doing to, I guess, overcome that feeling? Like what do you do?
Like as an adult, I try and find other things that keep me competitive and keep me active. Like what she said with the gym membership. I go to LA Fitness.
Oh, right, you play basketball.
Or like I pick up a flag football league or something like that. But you'll never get the same kind of physical aspect of football. So cherish it while you got it. Another big thing is that when you're an athlete, your coaches practically force you to work out and stay in great shape. When you become an adult, it's all on you. So you pick your schedule.
That hit me harder than it hit you.
That hit her.
Josh loves fitness.
I was all good.
But me?
Immediately got a gym membership out of college and was like, I'm working out still. That's just gonna happen. I need it. Like I yearn for it. Now she hated the gym to begin with.
Yeah.
She was forced into it via sports and then fresh out.
I just stopped. I said, oh, thank God it's over.
I'm free.
And then a year later I get the comments, are you pregnant, on every post. So if I was thinking back, I would have liked if I established a better routine for myself. You know, like those first couple months out of college, out of sports and stuff, no more finals. It feels good. Whatever, Negro. I tried to warn you, so let's not even.
About what?
The job interviews and stuff, so let's not even.
All right, bet.
What I'm saying is, after you take that nice little like couple months to be like, oh my God, I'm free. I feel like you should have some type of thing established for yourself of, all right, when the summer's over,
take a month, but
like
don't
go back into like work mode. Because I think so many people feel like literally you are free after college.
Any more than a month, you're gonna slip into
like I'm just lazy. No, I'm talking about overall, babe.
Oh yeah, overall the lazy kicks in.
Lazy,
if you take that lazy and run with it, like I don't have anything to worry about. That can be addicting. You could literally slide into that and be like, I'm so good.
Right.
I'm so sick of homework. I'm so sick of people telling me what to do. I'm so sick of all these different deadlines.
You know something else adulting?
What?
Fast food versus cooking at home.
Oh man, cooking is. I like cooking, which is why it's easy. But like, you have to go grocery shopping, which is a drag.
You got. Man.
There's bills. There's so many bills. Like you just look. And like you wonder why like you turn around and your bank account is empty and you're like, wow.
Your bank account has never been empty.
Oh, well now. Woo-hoo, praise Jesus. My bank account is not empty no more, but that is smart financial literacy. So you gotta learn how to budget. You gotta learn how to, cause you're gonna have to put needs over wants.
Period.
All the time. It's not the same as college where you can take your check and spend all of it at the club shaking your booty on the weekend.
Facts.
Cause you will be homeless. Trust me.
I didn't even get it when you first said it. I'm done.
Every time I think of something else, I'm like, oh gosh, that's another reason why being an adult is kind of crummy. For all you beepers out there, there is a potential that a kid shows up and then adulting gets real interesting. Now, we
keep it safe. That's all we keep it safe.
Like we're still juggling us. So I can't even imagine.
Nope, not here, not us.
With a little baby right here.
now.
I can't even imagine little guy right here.
Nope.
Cause this is hard as it is right now. So for all y'all who got, was doing the beep 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 and now you got a little one running around before adulting hits, well you might already be adulting, but gosh, all these young people, protect yourself. Protect yourself. It's not
right. We don't even know what it feels like to like deal with a kid. I couldn't imagine right now, honestly.
Cause it's hard enough trying to take care of me.
I couldn't even imagine.
I can't. Hey, y'all, it look cool. It look good on paper.
It's cute.
It's cute. It's cute on the gram. It's cute on the gram, but I promise you, it's not that cute when it's crying all night long.
Okay, but anyway, what's something else? Everything is literally 100% in your hands.
Some people like the sound of that. It sounds good.
It's not awful once you get the hang of it.
But you gotta get the hang of it first. There's a storming phase that you gotta get through.
Yeah.
I gotta get all these bills taken care of. I gotta find a job that takes care of all of these bills. And that's before I even get to do what I want. Like if you think you finna get all your bills paid and then still take a trip to Miami at the end of the month, every month, like it's the spring break, you got another thing coming. You will be homeless. You're living a great life right now.
I really kind of am know y'all ain't gonna lie. I ain't got no car, car insurance.
Her stress level
house,
is much below
rent.
the average adulter. All right, so my stress level was probably somewhere near the ceiling. But that was before I got my job together, and then I kind of like got my budgeting together. But financial literacy is going to be your biggest aid. Being prepared before you go across that stage, before you get that piece of paper.
Yeah.
You need to have you need to be smiling across the stage because you know you got your stuff together.
Yeah.
You know you're like transferring into
Facts.
a different phase of life and you're set. Because I honestly should have been shaking going across that stage like I have no clue what I'm gonna do.
Be a little nervous and take this video to heart.
Just
Definitely
take it to heart.
Take this video to heart and get on it now.
Just keep this in mind. If you don't have your ducks in a row, you're going home.
Home.
You're going back to your home and you're gonna have to figure it out from a safe place. But if you don't have a home to go back to, you really should be nervous. You're not gonna get an apartment the day after graduation. Not how that works.
That's so true.
There's a whole process. Like they'll say your move-in day, like my move-in day was 2 months out.
That's true.
I
Forgot all about that process.
My move-in day.
Not to mention you buying the furniture.
All the furniture. This place is furnished because there is so much that goes into adulting. I'm telling you guys, if I can be real and just throw a number out there, I'm pretty sure within the first month of living here, I dropped at least $4,000. Last month rent.
Furnishing your place,
groceries, moving costs because I had to pay people to move.
Yeah, the U-Haul and stuff.
That was like $4,000, and I think that's being a little under the par.
Really?
I dropped bread to get everything set up fast.
Cause remember when we before I think you had the Papa Do's job and I was trying to like budget for you to see how much you were gonna need to comfortably move.
Yeah, and that was
we said like $5,000-6,000 should be in your account before you move out.
Just basically to cover like if something were to happen job wise,
car wise, anything. I definitely. Do you think that's a good ballpark? $5,000-6,000 should be in their account before trying to make moves?
I would definitely say have about $5,000 to $6,000. If you're being really safe, whatever place you're moving into, you should have enough in your bank account to cover 6 months. You need to cover 6 months because if your job lays you off, you might go in and out of a job here and there, but until you find like some stability. So I would definitely say have a safety net of about 6 months, so that way you're not caught off by surprise for anything like this. Perfect example. We are in the middle of a pandemic and no one is getting paid. I am not getting paid by my job. Thank God that I have a safety net to cover my rent, expenses, and life. Adulting 101.
Yeah.
There's people right now panicking with no money.
You know what else I was gonna say? Remember in adulting is not living above your means.
Oh gosh.
I feel like black people do that way too much. I was telling Josh, because some of these influencers to me be wilding sometimes in terms of like how much they be paying a month for their places, and I'm thinking, it don't matter how rich I am, I'm not about to spend like
on something
$7,000 once a month on something I'm not buying.
Not owning.
Like I don't care about that. I don't flex like that. So saying all that to say, please, please, please don't be trying to live above your mean. It ain't about the flex. Like honestly, your apartment was really nice for a first time apartment.
Yeah, I honestly think I'm kind of pushing my means right now in terms of being here. I feel like I really did kind of push the envelope.
Well, because you were gonna get the studio, which was at a good means.
The studio apartment that I was gonna get was at my means, and then we didn't have it, so I had to step up and get the one bedroom.
Right.
So I was like, okay. Thank God thank God it was still within the monthly budget.
Right. Just made it. But that's why we're like, how much would you say you spend a month on the car insurance, your apartment?
Car insurance, apartment, phone bill.
Yeah, all of that.
Just all bills included.
In 1 month.
About $2,000. And I'm trying to save at the same time. Luckily, I don't have to do a lot of food expenses though, because I work at a restaurant.
Yeah.
So that's always good. I always have food. I'll never worry about being hungry. Mm-hmm. You'll never have to worry about it as long as I'm at Papa Dough. Mm-hmm. Well, you good. I'm not even gonna worry. Worry about you.
Bye.
I think we touched on a lot. It's just trying to give you guys a gist of like, you think you know everything about being an adult until you have to be the adult.
Right. Oh, and that's not even to consider if you're trying to marry someone. Everybody be talking about when y'all getting married.
Oh, don't even get. Hold on. I might climb over this table and look at y'all crazy. Y'all on top of all this, y'all over here pushing the envelope like, when Josh finna do it? When Josh finna do this? When Josh finna do that? Okay, great. The cheapest ring The cheapest.
What?
Was like $2,500 for some quality, something that you'd be proud to put on your finger. something that wouldn't make me look like a duck, right? $2,500, and that's like tiny diamond, tiny real diamond. All right, like these things cost money.
Adulting.
Money. And y'all like, I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of people like, oh, it's not about the ring, it's about the, and I get that. We got that though. We have it. I want a nice ring.
Because it represents you.
It represents like what I've done, like my work, you know?
What?
I worked.
For this?
I've worked for this. I want something that represents that. Doggone it, I've worked for this. I've come out the slums. Not only do that, I want the proposal to be decent too. I want that to be nice. That's not gonna be free.
No.
Okay. And then I still, these bills don't stop. These bills don't stop. They knocking at your, they there every month. Trying to collect.
Seriously,
They're
y'all.
trying to collect every month.
Clearly, this is something that hits home for him.
But they be pushing it.
It's okay, babe.
I be trying.
Okay.
If I was African beauty balling, we'd have been in Maui right now on a honeymoon.
Yeah.
Come on, though.
But no, in all seriousness, we're just trying to put things into perspective for you guys. In no way, shape, or form should you be scared. Don't be scared, okay?
Don't be scared.
Adulting, once you get the hang of it and stuff, it's fun. Once you get the hang of it, it's stability.
Oh yeah, we're
once
in
you
a
get
great
the
spot
stability,
now.
it's nice.
Yeah, we're in a great spot now. You know, we go to work. Right now we don't have work, so that's even better adulting. It's cool because we're financially stable.
Right. It's not cute when it's not financially stable.
Trust me, this situation would not be cute at all if either one of us was financially struggling in the middle of this pandemic.
No, well, period.
Period.
Just period.
Just period. There'd be nothing cute about the situation that's happening if we were both broke. So like,
right. So try to set yourself up. Is what
set
we're
yourself up
getting at.
for greatness.
Set yourself, yes. And invest in your future.
Y'all not ready for financial literacy 101. That's another eat and chill. But right now we're just talking about adulting. And the big thing about adulting is about planning for the future and having a smart plan. That's proper adulting. Some adults kind of wing it. You can tell.
We're not, well, at least I for sure am not. I don't know if you used to be.
I used to be.
But
I got right on that.
Yeah, I'm not at all.
Right away that we weren't going to be that couple.
Yeah.
So proper adulting takes preparation. And while you have the freedom or like not as much pressure on you as young adults, probably either in college or still at home, find a way to prepare yourself for the pressure that's coming as an adult. Not to scare you, just to inform you.
Right.
Like, you need to be woke to the fact that there are responsibilities and duties as an adult that you need to handle. So, that being said, I think we've kind of covered our bases.
Oh, if any of you guys have gone through this process already like we have, post-college and stuff, please be sure to comment below what your adulting process was like. What were pros and cons? What did you experience, and whether it was good or bad? Yeah, like, let's help each other out here.
Like, this should definitely be a safe spot for young people to come and find some good wisdom. So like, down in the comments, adults, we know some older people follow us. If you have some adulting tips, definitely leave those down in the comments. So
that you wish you knew in your 20s. Yeah. Let's
help our people grow. So like, help. But anyways, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. We got these eat and chills coming. We also got some other good content coming. So if you guys have any more eat and chill topics that you want us to discuss, go ahead and leave those down in the comment. We'll do our best to answer all of them at some point in time. Other than that, I am Hydrated Hero. She's African Beauty. Together we're Josh and Isi. You can follow one of us. You can follow two of us. You can follow all three of us. You might as well follow all three of us because we're happy, healthy, and hydrated on all three. But yeah,
that's what we got.
That's all we got.
Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, guys.
Peace, love, hair grease, and we out.
Right there.
Right there. I'm looking at it. Subscribe. You want to click that button.
You know you
click it.
Also, check this video out right here. You might as well.
That's quality.
Quality content.
It's quality.
And
of course,
you might as well be right here.
You might as well be right there. Because this one's quality too.
All this quality.
You click anything you want.
Quality.